Hey guys, this is Lulu here. This video is a continuation of last video about the bath banner analysis. The conclusion was the banner is actually very worth pulling even without the stun. So Suguha is great for people who don't have the water 6 stars, and then Asana is good for people who have a lot of water 6 stars. If you're interested in the details, please check out that video. And this video will be about Ratsounds calculator. So this is Ratsounds damage calculator, and it should be one of the most useful tools for everyone that's really invested into the game. So it's the best way to determine whether a unit is good or not, just by looking at the stats. So the stats cannot lie, well, unless Ratsounds screws up. Alright, so here we have like a lot of water units here, so I have to click the fire banner first actually. So fire banner means fire boss, and we get into the water units. And so here what we mainly want to look at is just these stats over here. So there's also a lot of other buttons like attack buff, and zone buff, defense down, combo, your party title. Yeah, but most of the time we can just ignore these. And then this button is for R5 or R4 weapons. So there is no filter for 6 star as you see. Here you can actually find some filters. But yeah, so there's not really a 6 star, 5 star filter I think. Yeah, anyways, let's look at what we have here. So just in terms of damage, Suguha is right at the top. And then, so this guy is Sekirito, yeah, let's forget this guy. So Suguha is basically the #1 water unit now in terms of damage. And then let's see who else is down here. So we have Yujio, Summer Yuki, Rainy Rain. Let's see, Shino's down here, and then we have to go down here to find Asana. So her damage isn't that high, unfortunately, but she does have the DPS, we'll see that later. Alright, and then let's look at DPS now. So this is the new Asana, and then she is absolutely at #1 with the highest DPS. And then let's see if I go over here. Yeah, in fact her DPS is #1 for every single unit in the game. Every single unit in the game, hers is #1. So she's actually pretty nice. The only drawback is her damage isn't that high, so her capacity, or basically her damage times 4 isn't that high. Alright, and then her counterparts, let's see. So we have Anniversary Asana, and then the Suguha from her banner, Yujio, Shino, so they're both slightly below her. So what surprised me was how high Suguha was. So I thought her DPS was going to be below Yujio or Shino. So she's actually still above Yujio and Shino. That means that she's actually almost always better than Yujio and Shino. Alright, and then here we have this very derp Yuki here. So she's a 5-star unit. She's somehow holding her own against these 6 stars. Alright, yeah, so one thing about DPS though, so it is like slightly, there's kind of a fallacy for it. So units that have low damage and do like really fast damage as well, they will still have high DPS, but if you look at her damage, it's still like, yeah, her damage is still down here. So Asana's like only recommended for people who have the other 6 stars, or you have Summer Yuki, etc. And then if you're really lacking water units, it's best to go for the Suguha right up. And yeah, she does the damage, she at least can get closer to that 7 billion damage in total. Alright, so we can also look at some of the other values here. So this is combination DPS. I mean, this determines who is the best combination starter, and then right now it's Suguha, because, well, her combination is only 1.88 seconds after all. And then, so it basically means that she can ignore her non-excel gap because she's a combination starter, and then if you ignore that, then she's actually the best combination starter. And Silver 2 DPS, so I never look at this, but this is like a hybrid DPS plus CDPS thing. DPM, so I basically never look at this. Even for GRE, I would not look at this values. So obviously the bows are going to have very high DPM because they just have really fast regen. So the problem with this is in parties you have other people stacking the combo for you. Therefore there's really no point looking at a unit's alone damage. But it is kind of helpful to compare like two similar units, for example Asana versus Suguha, who does the more damage in 1 minute. Well, it will be Asana in the end. And then there's, like, for example, you could compare Yujiro and Asana. Well, these two are comparable, and Yujiro will do more damage than Asana. So this is mainly for comparisons. You can't really treat the values as anything useful. And let's see. So capacity. So again, for capacity, there's this fallacy at the end. It is linearly scaled with their MP. So if a unit has high MP, it will have higher capacity. For example, like Yujiro's MP, his highest is like 349, Suguha goes to 360. So it will look like Suguha's capacity is a lot higher than Yujiro, but that's not really meaningful. It just means that she has higher MP. And then, so damage-wise, it's not that much higher than Yujiro, if we go back to damage. Okay, well, it is higher, but not by that much compared to the capacity. Alright, yeah, so that's just some fallacies here, and then, yeah, Summer Yuki, oh my gosh, why is she up here? Why is she up here? Alright, and then for the rest, yeah, there's just some interesting buttons, like duration. Well, Asana, obviously, this is for their in-game time, SS3 duration. So Asana currently is the fastest unit in the game. Besides that, not really much to say. Yeah, so there's just a lot of interesting stuff over here you guys should check out. There's a boss filter here, it's not that helpful. Yeah, well, you can see the boss defense. Besides that, I don't think there's anything else valuable to see. For example, the GRE boss has 870 defense. That means that defense down is not that useful against him. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys learned something today. I'll probably upload another ranking run on this Bath ranking as soon as I get a new unit. I also really trying hard to test like advanced animation skip stuff, and then Ratsounds, he has an example with the skill connect Kirito on his Twitter. You should check out that shit. Anyway, see you next time, guys.